So let me know if you'd be interested in like my recommendation.
Halfway here now. Is this an alcove in my best dreams were gonna come true?
Oh, the lighting is probably terrible because the sun is out. But hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let me just get my coat off. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Welcome if you are new. Today's Sunday and we're doing a lovely little Sunday in autumn. The clocks went back last night, so we've actually effectively gained an hour today. I don't know if other countries do this, but I do know other countries do this, but I don't know if every country does this. But we have British summertime and just GMT, and so we are now in like the winter hours. So we gain an hour in the morning but lose an hour at night. So we got up pretty early. It's now 9:20. I've changed the bed sheets, I've had a wash, I've had a shower, I've done a face mask, I've eaten breakfast, I've had 2 cups of tea, I've put some things away, and now we're gonna go out for a walk. It is sunny, the weather is exceptional, and for any of you guys who live in the UK, you will know that the sun comes out in the summer sometimes, but in the winter and in the autumn, a blue sky sunny day, it's pretty rare, so I wanted to make the most of it. Alex is feeling slightly under the weather, so I've left him at home with a hot drink and telly and a duvet, and later this afternoon we'll put the fire on so he's lovely and cozy. And I'm heading out to a local RSPB reserve to go for a lovely walk. I feel like it's going to be beautiful because all the leaves have either changed colour or are changing colour or have fallen off the trees. So it's going to be like really autumnal. And then, the shopping list is in the house. I'll get Alex to text it to me. And then I'm going to go to M&S on the way back and pick up some food. So we need to do a big old food stock up. And then I think this afternoon, because that'll be most of this morning, I think this afternoon I'm planning to bake. I might even get a pumpkin. I don't really know. And I do need to do a little bit more cleaning. I do need to wash my makeup brushes. I do need to do some more like house resetting, but I just thought we'd spend a lovely little Sunday together in the middle of autumn. It's currently the end of October. And yeah, first things first, as it's sunny, I'm going to go head out for a lovely autumnal walk at a RSPB reserve that's not a million miles away from our house. And yeah, let's go have a lovely time. I'm going to put on Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet because I haven't listened to the album in a while. So that's the plan. Oh, look at it. Right, I'm going to move you because that is wonky. Still a bit wonky, but a little bit more straight. So I just love it here. It's so peaceful. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the best RSPB reserve for birds. I think I probably see about 3 birds here a year. But just like walking around in a forest, although I did kind of forget that most of the trees here are the kind of trees that keep their leaves all year round. So the autumnal vibes aren't really autumning, but it's still beautiful. And the weather, it's quite cold, but like it's sunny and it's crisp and the air has like a nice like twang to it and it's just stunning. So yeah, I'm on like a really long loop, so I'm doing a little loop around the reserve and then I will pop, like I said, via M&S, which I think opens in about an hour. So I've got an hour to kill here, which I think I will easily do because I'll finish this loop off and then I'll probably go sit in the cafe, have a hot drink, maybe read some of my book and then head off to M&S. It's just so peaceful. I could honestly sit here and kind of look at nothing and be quite content. Get my little exercise in for today and then, like I said, head home via M&S. I massively overheated towards the end of the walk. I walked for over an hour, so 1 hour and 10 minutes, and it was really good. I walked really fast though. My average pace is 13.58 kilometers an hour, I assume. I don't really know, but I felt like I walked really fast. So I now have the list from Alex, and it's time to head off to M&S to pick up the food. I need to get some aircon going in this car. I'm so warm. I am back from my escapades around town, and I bought some stuff, but guess what? I only bought what was on the shopping list, which I think deserves some kind of round of applause. Right, first things first, I grew up on a flower nursery, so Dad, I don't buy them from the supermarket, but I also just need fresh flowers. I feel like I've grown up with fresh flowers around me like every day of my life, and I can't deal without them. So I've got some irises, because I don't think I've had irises for like donkeys, and then some freesias because it looks cute. So I bought some more marshmallows for hot chocolates because it's hot chocolate season, and we have some squirty cream in the fridge, but like no marshmallows. So I picked up a little pack of marshmallows. I also got some crisps as a snack. These were interesting. So I went in for macaroni, which I did buy. But these are like sort of macaroni. I've never seen the pasta shape. I don't know what this pasta shape is called, but it looks a lot of fun. So I thought I'd just like, grab that. I guess that was the one thing I didn't go in for. Bought some cheese. Got some loo roll because we've basically run out. Got some milk chocolate chips and some fudge cubes. Basically, I'm gonna bake something. We don't have any chocolate chips, but got some icing sugar because we're basically out. Got some chopped tomatoes because they go basically in everything. We've run out of mayonnaise, and the one thing about M&S is they don't really stock brands, and it's why it's actually like not horrendously expensive because it's all their own brand stuff. But I thought because we didn't have like Heinz mayonnaise or Hellmann's mayonnaise, I would just get the M&S Food roasted garlic mayo. So I thought because I wasn't buying the standard brand, I would try something different. The creamy tomato everything bake, because these are just useful to have. And then we've run out of both teriyaki and sweet chili, so bought some more of those. This is the cereal we eat. It's absolutely freaking delicious. It's the triple chocolate crunch, caster sugar because we didn't have any backups, granulated sugar, and then I actually went to try and find Sillet Bang, and I didn't realise that M&S also apply their non-brand stock thing to cleaning utensils. So I'm trying the Hob Cleaner Citrus Grove. I normally use this one. This is my like go-to and cleaning the hob cleaner, but they didn't stock it, so I thought I'd try. You don't care. So I'm gonna pop that in the cupboard. Time to pop this all away. I'm then gonna have a glass of squash. It's then nearly 12 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna go and sit probably in Alex's office and read, I don't know, a good 100 pages or so of this book, and then it'll be time to think about lunch. So yeah, it's been a really nice morning. The sun has disappeared, the clouds are back out, so I'm glad I went outside. Like seriously, what happened to the weather this morning? Now it's just grey. When the sun comes out, make the most of it because it will disappear. And that's what I did. I went out, had a really nice long walk. I've basically finished all of my rings. Just went for a really nice long walk and it was delightful. So yeah, I'm gonna pop all this away, have an hour or so of just sitting, then have lunch, then probably do some cleaning, then maybe do some baking, see where the day takes us. Right, first things first, let's pop all this away.
begs the question, like, are you happy with your life? It's yes, when I was listening to the audio, was it as I am? Very interested. So, I should have smashed my leg that you were holding and I was trying to find her. And he's kind of like going back and forth and all the reasons. And
So you can probably hear the oven is going because I just made cookies, which I have a cookie recipe that I've always used, and I've used it for years, like absolute years at this point. I will link it down below, but the website I'm going to link it to is being shut down at the end of the year. So if you watch this video in 2026, soz, but I will link it down below for this year. But actually, recipe that I used for this batch was from a YouTuber I watch, and it was, she put it on Instagram, so I will link that down below. It's pretty much the same recipe, just some of the like quantities are slightly shifted. I think her recipe has slightly less sugar in it and slightly more butter and more, what's it called? Vanilla essence. But ultimately, same recipe. So the second batch is currently in the oven. It's got 1 minute and 3 seconds left. They bake so fast. And I think it's made 18 cookies, which I think is like a good number, considering I think Alex and I ate probably 2 further cookies in raw cookie dough. So I probably made 20 cookies. 18 of them made it into the oven. So yeah, I'm really excited. I really love having baked things in the house, and it feels more of a winter thing because in the summer we tend to eat ice cream or ice lollies for like our sweet treats, but for the winter, a little home cooked like little snack to eat after dinner when you're craving something sweet, perfect. So as I mentioned, the second batch is currently in the oven. This will probably zing in 18 seconds, and then I'm going to put it out to cool. Okay. And then I don't know if this is normal, whether it's just something my family used to do, or whether this is like a wide thing that other families do as well. But when we finish the oven, or finish using the oven, and the oven is warm, we leave the oven door open and just like let the heat of the oven radiate into the room. Like, is that normal? Is that something people do? Something I was brought up to do. So yeah, the oven is now open. And then these are the cookies. So these ones are cooling down, which means they're actually really, really soft. But when they like harden up a little bit, they're like a proper pick-upable cookie. Is that the right word? But they're slightly gooey in the middle. And the way to get them, I mean, I probably didn't leave them in for quite long enough because they did spread quite a lot. But the way to get them to look probably more like this kind of cookie is to put the cookie dough in the fridge. I only just put it in the fridge for, I want to say, about 15 minutes before I got impatient. But I think if you put it in the fridge for like an hour, they really keep like this like perfect little cookie shape. Well, a lot of mine have gone quite flat, but anyway, delicious. So I'm going to put, when those are cooled a little bit further, I'm going to stick them on the other cooling rack. And then these are our little sweet treats for the week. I have also hung the washing out and washed my makeup brushes. So we are rattling through the tasks. One of the last tasks to do is water the plants, but also, if I swing you around, these are my pothoses, and I have 3 of them. And I don't trim them very often. In fact, is this one grown up? Oh no. I don't trim them very often, but you've got one here that's fine, one here that's fine. This one is probably fine for a bit longer. This one is a bit long, and there's one in the other room that's also trailing too long. So I'm gonna cut them and then get some more roots on it and then add them in so it like fills out at the top, which I think is what I did by adding an extra stem in the other day. But yeah, I think that's the plan. I'm going to cut the pothoses tidy them up a little bit, and then plant them so that I can fill them out. This one's actually not too bad, but the one in the office has really thinned out at the top. And then when I replant the new things in, I think I'm gonna that does not look good. I'm gonna then repot them because they need repotting anyway. So that's the plan. I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna drink out of this glass ever again. If any of you used to watch, I think she was called Velvet Ghost at the time. Her name is Gabby, but she was called like Velvet Ghost back in this era. And she designed this glass mug for Primark. There was a whole collection with it and I owned most of it, but I don't know why I've clung onto this mug, but I don't think I drink out of it anymore. So I think I might use this as my plant mug. Few updates for you. I've just been sat at the dining table reading a book. I'm currently reading Katabasis by R.F. Kuang. I borrowed it from the library but taken off the dust jacket so that I could like read it more comfortably. I've got to page 127, so about a fifth of the way through-ish. It's actually quite fun. It got into the story really fast, and I work on Hadestown in the West End. I do the marketing for it, and it absolutely cracks me up how many references to Orpheus and Eurydice, which is what Hadestown in the West End is kind of based on, that story, how much that's referenced in this book. It's making me smile quite a lot. But yeah, I've got this out on a 1 week loan, so I have to get this read by next Friday. So I made a decent dent in it and I will continue that later. And I thought I would go and play the piano for a bit. So I'm currently, basically I haven't got to the stage yet where I'm learning new pieces of music. I'm trying to remind myself how to play pieces of music that I used to play back when I was at university. So I'm currently learning, well, relearning, because I did originally play this, I think in my first year recital, maybe. Anyway, I'm currently learning Regrets, which is one of Mendelssohn's songs without words. So I'm gonna go sit on the piano for a bit and have a little play. And then I think I will probably play that for a bit. And then this is my go-to, can play it in my sleep, can play it really well. It's so easy. I've been playing this since I was probably like, what, 17 or so. This is Ludovico Einaudi's collection, and I think it's from the album Islands, I'm not really sure, but it's kind of like his best ofs, and he composes like really quite simple repetitive music, but it makes it really fun to play because it's just the same like tune over and over and over again, and it's not particularly complicated. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go set myself up because I have to move all these chairs out of the way because we are limited with space. So I'm gonna set this all up and have a little play. Actually ache. I used to play the piano every single day between the ages, I want to say about 16 to 22-ish. So I started the piano really late, which is why I'm so bad at sight reading. So I started the piano at 16, did it at university, graduated from uni, and I've basically never touched the piano again. So yeah, my fingers really ache, like really badly. But that was fun. I basically played a little bit of Mendelssohn, a little bit of Ludovica Einaudi, and I did some scales. I honestly could not tell you the last time I did scales. I only did the major ones because I forgot how the minor ones work. It's so bad. It's been such a long time since I have done any music that I forget there's two types of minor scales. There's one where it's the same on the way up as it is on the way down, and there's the one where it's one way up and then it's like the pure minor on the way down. And I don't remember which one's which. And I remember it's got something to do with like note 6 and 7 in the scale, but I don't remember what happens to them. I feel like 6 is flattened and 7th is sharpened in 1. I actually don't know. I have no freaking clue. It's been that long since I've played a minor, what am I trying to say? It's been that long since I've played a minor scale that I just actually don't remember the rules anymore, which is quite tragic because I think I must have played those scales so many times and now I don't remember. But I just played all the major ones, like every single one just in a row. So, you know, at least I remember those. It will come back to me, I'm sure, when if I started to play them. But anyway, we have gone off on a tangent. It's just my little note of saying I put the practice pedal on, I faffed around a bit, and it's just really fun, like trying to reinvigorate a skill that I was so good at, but for a very short space of my life, and then I've basically never touched again. So I'm trying to like get it back, but it's painful. So yeah, I played the piano, I played the viola, and I did singing. And I've sung like a lot since, but not professionally. And then I got rid of my viola when I graduated university, and I haven't had a piano, so all those years of skills I haven't used since, which is just really sad. So yeah, I'm trying to like relearn the piano, but it's like there, but not quite. Anyway, it is now 6:20. I think I'm gonna go head upstairs. Alex is currently in bed, not very well, so I'm gonna go check in on him. Then I will probably go do some bits on the computer. Then I will probably continue my book. I really wanna see where the story goes next. So I think those are my plans.
Good morning, guys. 24-hour readathon. I don't want to be dragging this out for a week, you know what I mean? I read for now 65% of the week. Go for a swim as well. So I won't be reading every say in the storyline. And like rolled out in my head that that's really wrong. Was just so much the whole plot, apparently. Is just following a bunch is true and some of which is not. And
it is much later. I'm currently in my pajamas, as you can probably tell. I've just stuck in a few of the books I've read recently into my book journal. Cannot explain how obsessed with this I am. My November spread is so freaking cute. And I just prepped all the books I need to print off from my book haul, from my monthly TBR, some like books that I've like missed. Having a great time. I also read a good chunk of Katabasis, so I'm now on page 256, so approaching the halfway mark. I think it's just over 550 pages, and I was just sorting out some admin on my computer and just getting some computery bits done. And it's now 9 o'clock, so I'm going to go into the other room and probably just sit and read Katabasis for the rest of the day. And so therefore I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to shut down my computer, I'm going to turn off all the lights, I'm going to head into the bedroom and then read and fall asleep. So I really hope you guys enjoyed spending a Sunday with me. It was like a proper reset day, but not necessarily in terms of like the productive reset, but like the mental reset. I did do some productive things, like I did my food shop, I changed the bed sheets, I did a clothes wash, I cleaned my makeup brushes, I trimmed the plants. Like I did do some productive things, but I did also spend a lot of the day going for a nice walk, playing the piano, reading my book, baking some delicious food for next week. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed spending the day with me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, you know what to do. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.